Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This morning I went through my entire collection and I put together a huge box of products that I would recommend you guys check out during the Sephora VIB sale. Twice a year, I believe in the spring and then the fall, Sephora does a huge sale. All of the recommendations in today's video are going to be makeup related, and I know that you guys are very familiar with a lot of these products because I really talk about them so often, but that's because I truly recommend them and love them. So that's why they're in today's video. Let's go ahead and get started though, because I have a ton of products to get through today. I really should have 3 primers here. The primer that I would really recommend is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I don't know where mine is though, but it's such a good primer. I really recommend it. The other 2 primers I would recommend are the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer Primer Plus Moisturizer, especially with the winter months coming up. Our skin tends to be a little bit more dry. I love the primerizer from Smashbox. I think it's a really unique formula of having kind of like a grippy, smoothing primer to it, and then also having that hydrating moisturizer aspect. Really enjoy this primer. The only thing I would be hesitant about getting it from Sephora is because Ulta also has it. None of these products in today's video are going to be products that you can also purchase at Ulta. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because personally, if I can get something at Ulta, I would prefer to do that because of their point system. Sephora's point system over the years has definitely improved, but Ulta's is just way better, but it is definitely a great opportunity to get it on sale at Sephora right now. I only have a small travel size version of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This primer is awesome. It is very gripping. Your makeup really adheres to it and makes the makeup last a bit longer throughout the day. For today's video, I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I also love how this primer makes my skin look kind of like glass skin-like, with this reflective dew. I want to quickly throw in an honorable mention for the Bite Beauty Changemaker Primer and then the Bite Beauty Changemaker Micellar Foundation. If you want a really good like double step primer and foundation duo, I think that the Bite Beauty Changemaker system is really slept on. I feel like the only real flaw of these products is the scent. It's pretty fragranted, and I know a couple people who have had issues with their sensitive skin and the scent of these, but I think that the finish, the coverage, and just like the overall wear of it is amazing, and I don't grab these nearly enough. I definitely want to make an effort to use these products more often. So yeah, getting an honorable mention. I grabbed 4 foundation tinted moisturizer type products to recommend. The first more full coverage product that I have is the Rare Beauty Foundation. I have mine in the shade 270N. I really enjoy this foundation. It's probably one of my favorite more full coverage foundations. I think that the finish and coverage is beautiful. It is especially nice when blended out with my fingers, which is something that I don't typically like to do with foundations, but this formula in particular works really well and is really impressive when you blend it out with your fingers. So I reach for this one pretty often, especially when I want a little bit more coverage. Something I would really recommend from the Sephora collection is the Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. I have mine in the shade 15. I wore this a ton over the summer and kind of like last fall. It is beautiful on the skin. It has a little bit more coverage than a typical tinted moisturizer, and this is a part of the Sephora's kind of clean beauty line, so that's awesome too. I think that the wear of this is really nice. The appearance of it on the skin is really beautiful, and like I said, it just has a little bit more coverage than a typical tinted moisturizer, so I think that this product is really versatile. Another foundation type product I would recommend you check out during the sale is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. This product is a little pricey, but with the sale it does obviously make it a little bit cheaper. What I like about the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint is that it's really natural on the skin. It does a great job kind of evening everything out and just looking really pretty and fresh faced. And then what I love about this a lot too is that it has an SPF of 20. So that's really great, especially when you're on the go or it's like the summertime, you really just need to like slap something on. Hopefully you're wearing a different SPF up underneath of it, but even a little bit of coverage is better than nothing. So I really like that this has an SPF, and I just think that it looks beautiful on the skin. The product I'm going to be going in with today is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Drop Skin Blurring Skin Tint, and I have mine in the shade 11. If you've had your eyes on this skin tint, it is an awesome opportunity right now to definitely pick one up. I haven't worn this skin tint in a little while, and I'm really excited to see what the shade looks like on me right now, because I'm not as tan as I was this summer, and this skin tint was a little bit light for me over the summer, so I'm really excited to see. It looks like a perfect shade match right now. It looks like nothing on the skin, but it's done a great job evening everything out. It's a really lightweight, natural formula with a bit more coverage than your typical tinted moisturizer. I also kind of love that it has a blurring effect to it, in a sense that it kind of has a more like satin matte finish, or maybe like not matte, but just like a more satin natural matte finish. So that is my skin with the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop. Just gorgeous. If you had your eyes on this, definitely pick it up while it's on sale. I have a few concealers that I would recommend checking out during the sale. More full coverage type concealers that I have are the Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty. I personally do prefer a more thin formula concealer. Both of these concealers are a little bit more thick, but they are a high coverage concealer with a great wear. I never find them to look crusty underneath the eyes, which is so important to me, and it should be important to lots of people. You don't want crusty under eyes. These concealers overall are really great full coverage concealers that I do enjoy, but I do prefer more thinner concealers. Another more full coverage concealer that I've been really enjoying is the Rose Inc concealer. If you were thinking about picking up anything from Rose Inc, obviously would take that plunge now because it is 20% off. I think that the Rose Inc line is actually really impressive and really high quality. I have a whole video about like celebrity makeup brands where I was kind of reviewing the Rose Inc line as well, so definitely check that video out if you're interested. But yeah, the Rose Inc concealer is a little bit more full coverage. It has a really great kind of dewy natural finish to it, and I definitely think it's worth checking out if you were already interested in it. For more medium coverage concealers, I really like the Kosas Revealer Concealer and the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I think these are both really nice concealers. I kind of think I prefer the Milk Makeup Concealer underneath of the eyes. I think it's a little bit more thin, but overall these are really good high quality concealers that are worth checking out. And then my favorite everyday concealer is the Kaja Don't Settle Concealer. I have mine in the shade Sweet Toast. It is awesome. I'm going to be applying it today because it is just such a good everyday concealer. It's such a thin formula, but it has really just enough coverage to it. I think it is kind of like a medium coverage, maybe more like a medium light depending on who you're asking. I just know the combination of these two products is awesome. I have recently been having a real issue with this specific patch on my skin, and like makeup is not adhering to it. It is driving me a little nuts. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty concealer right in that spot to try and see if I can get something to stick to it, and I'm just gonna wait like a minute before blending it out. Let's move on to brows really quick. The first product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. This product you can pick up at Ulta, but again, if you want it for 20% off right now, now's the time to do it. The reason why I like this product so much is you get so much product in it. It's a little bit more of a softer hold, but a really good hold. And I like that you can continuously brush out the brow whenever you use this product, and it's not something that like once you put it on, you cannot touch your brows or they will flake off. So I really like this product. I still like my NYX Brow Glue a lot, but you get way more product in the Anastasia Brow Freeze, and I could see how this packaging would be a little bit nicer for a lot of people because you can use like your own spoolie in it and stuff. I just have like this random spot on my face that won't get makeup. I don't even think that Fenty concealer fixed that. Whatever. The Kaja Brow Blowout is an awesome kind of like one and done product. You do have to be a little bit more careful. The formula is a bit more wet, but you can completely get your brows filled in by just a few swipes with this product, and the hold of it is really nice. So I would really recommend the Kaja Brow Blowout if you're looking for a kind of brow gel that does it all without making your brows kind of crunchy. Other brow products that are definitely worth checking out are the brow products from Kosas. These are a little bit more new. I have the Kosas Brow Pop and then the Kosas Air Brow in dark brown. The shade dark brown works really well for me. I really like it. And then I have the Air Brow also in clear. I'm going to fill in one brow with the Air Brow in dark brown so you guys can see what the Air Brow looks like by itself. I think that this formula is kind of perfect. It's not too wet and it's not too dry either. And it's also a little bit moussey, so I kind of feel like it thickens up the brow a bit as you kind of run the product through. And that is the brow completed. So looks awesome in my opinion. I'm gonna use the brow pop on this side, so filling in my brows a bit. And then obviously it comes with a spoolie on the other end, so you can kind of blend out the product a bit. And then just making sure that tail end is good. So brow pop and then air brow. Both of the brows look really great. I'm finishing off this brow by adding a bit of the air brow to it, just so it's set. And now I'm going in with the brow pop on this side just to add a little bit more color and definition. But honestly, there really doesn't need to be much done, except like adding a little bit to the tail. But yeah, this looks really good. I have 5 bronzers I'm quickly gonna go through. The first one is the Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer. I have mine in the shade medium. I might consider getting a darker shade in this, but I'm kind of afraid that the 1-Up is going to be a bit too dark for me. Right now this bronzer works pretty well for my complexion, but in the summertime it is a little bit lighter. However, I love this formula. I think it is so smooth. It is cream, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a cream mousse hybrid, and it just applies beautifully. It's so natural looking on the skin. It is truly a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. So I really recommend you check out this one. Another bronzer I would really recommend is the Tower 28 Bronzino in Best Coast. Best Coast is the one that I wear, and I'm kind of thinking about getting the shade lighter than Best Coast so that I can wear it in the winter time, because the Best Coast shade works really well for me in the summer. But I think as fall and winter go on, I think that Best Coast might be a little bit too deep for me. But this bronzer is so beautiful and special. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. It's got a really beautiful reflex to it. So there's a little bit of shimmer, but the way that that sits on the skin is unreal. It just looks so pretty and sun-kissed on the skin. It's truly like a perfect summertime bronzer, so I really recommend this if you've had your eyes on it. A powder bronzer I would recommend you check out is the LYS or LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Harmony. This is a great natural looking smooth powder bronzer. I usually like cream cheek products, but I think that this powder bronzer is worth checking out among the other items in the LYS or LYS line. I can't remember if it's LYS or LYS, or maybe it's both. I absolutely recommend you check out the Refi Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Tan, and I would maybe consider also getting a lighter shade in this. I hate how I always need like a lighter and a deeper version of like almost any complexion product that I'm going to use. But this cream bronzer is phenomenal. It is really pigmented. It is very smooth. It looks super beautiful and natural on the skin. And if you're going to check out the bronzer, I also would recommend you check out their blushes and their highlight. I have my blush in the shade Malaya or Malaya, and it just looks like this. It is very, very pretty on the skin. It is pretty much your typical creamy, really beautiful cream blush. So I like this formula a lot. And then the highlighter from Refi is very interesting, and I liked it way more than I thought I would. The color right off the bat appears like it's going to be kind of dark, but it ends up kind of shearing out to be a really beautiful reflective formula that I actually think would look really flattering and beautiful on everyone. I was initially thinking that this was going to be too dark for a lot of people, but it ends up being really so reflective. I think that this product would work awesome kind of mixed in with other things. Since I already have so much of the product already on my fingers, I'm just applying a little bit to my skin. It is so beautiful and reflective, and I especially loved it like all summer long. for just that like really wet skin dewy look. The bronzer I'm going in with today is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Bronzer in Macchiato. This is their cream bronzer formula. This one goes on so smooth. I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation brush to apply it. I would really recommend the Rare Beauty foundation brush to anyone, whether you want to use it for foundation or you want to use it for cream products. I'm obsessed with how it applies cream products. But again, I just think that the VIB sale is a great opportunity to try out some Fenty Beauty products because you can't really get Fenty other places aside from Sephora unless you pick something up from their like official website. I'm going in with a little bit of the Refy bronzer as well. I kind of felt like the Macchiato shade from Fenty Beauty was a little bit light. I might get a deeper shade of that as well from the sale. I'm also going to mention the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet in the shade Morning Dew. I think that this product is super, super unique and beautiful. It is a really creamy balm-like formula, and it just looks stunning on the skin because it has this like reflective gold shimmer glitter throughout it. It's just so pretty and especially beautiful kind of like on the high points of your cheeks near your eyes and then kind of moving it up into the brow bone. It's so pretty. It's also really pretty kind of like on the eyelid as well. It's really reflective, and again, it just lays on the skin beautifully. I was really not expecting that because of like the gold shimmer throughout it, but it is gorgeous. I'm kind of skipping around a little bit and I'm moving on to my eyes now. I pulled out the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I would recommend this eyeshadow primer a million times over. You can also pick up Urban Decay at Ulta, so if you want to get your points from Ulta, I would maybe do that. Ulta does do 20% off sales here and there, so you can also get it on sale at Ulta. But yeah, if you wanted to get it for 20% off at Sephora this week, you should definitely consider it. I'm just blending out the eyeshadow primer on my eyelids. The only eyeshadow palette that I pulled out from my collection that you can get at Sephora that I would recommend you take a look at for the sale is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I think that this palette is amazing. The quality of these matte shadows is so blendable and creamy. I think the Master Mattes palette from Mario has every matte shade that you could possibly want for more neutral eye looks, or even if you wanted to pull out some beautiful shimmery glitter eyeshadows, this Master Mattes palette would pair great with that. It has your typical matte black, it has a deep brown. You can mix those two together to get an even deeper brown. It has great varieties of matte tones leaning from more warm, neutral, and cool. And it has a good variety of more lighter tones, and obviously you can mix together any of these colors that you want. I'm going to go in with this matte shade from the palette just to start off my look. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with this look because I have like a few eyeshadows that I want to share, but I am going to dip into the Master Mattes palette just to get things started. I'm also going to grab this shade underneath of the shade that we just used, and I'm going to apply that mainly to like the outer corner. This is pretty much like how I do all of my looks. I'm sure that a lot of you guys saw this coming. The Kaja Beauty Bento eyeshadow stacks. I recommend the heck out of these. Definitely if you've had some that you have your eye on, or you look through them right now and you see like a color trio that is really calling to you, definitely pick them up. I especially love the Toasted Caramel stack. It has beautiful shade options. I also have a full face of Kaja on my channel if you want to check that out and see all of these swatched, but these little bento stacks are amazing. Another one that's pretty good that's all matte, which is nice, is the Velvet Dream stack. Oh no, it broke a little bit. I dropped this one so much and it's like finally catching up. I've dropped it like 4 times. But anyway, yeah. All mattes, really great. And then recently Mimi Box sent me the new Kaja Superstars, kind of like their holiday gift set. This gift set is being sold at Sephora for $41. It is a $69 value, and then obviously from the sale you can get it for even cheaper. These are the items that come in the little gift set. It is their little cheeky stamp blush in the shade Saucy, a limited edition seasonal little bento stack in Smolder Season, and then you get 2 of their gloss shot lip glosses, one in milk tea, which I will be gifting to a friend because I already have it. And then if you guys remember, I was obsessed with the shade Pink Drink from the gloss shot formula, but then I went on vacation over the summer and I lost it. I don't know where it went. And this set has a mini one. I was so excited when I saw that this set had a mini one. I'm like, dang, that is perfect. It was made for me. Kaja was listening. They knew that I lost it. I really want to swatch these eyeshadows. I haven't messed with them at all. Oh my gosh. They just make like gorgeous little glitter topper type shades. That is stunning. And then there's this shade down here as well. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I love that. And then the last shade is like a matte brown. Let me try and find. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Oh my gosh, I love that. I think I'm gonna use these shades today. I'm taking that middle shade from the Smolder Season stack, and I'm placing that all over the eyelid. That shade is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I could see myself wearing this shade all the time over the lids. Before I go in with that lighter kind of glitter topper shade, I'm dipping a small brush into that matte shade, and I'm taking a little bit of it on the lash line. I just wanted to do this before I go in with that lighter glitter topper shade so that this can kind of be coming up a little bit from within. And now I'm dipping in to the top shade. It's going right in the center. It's really gonna make the whole look pop. Going back in with a little bit of that middle shade. I'm taking that last matte brown shade from the trio and I'm going back over the little smoky liner that we did. I'm going to dip back into this shade from the Master Mattes palette, and I'm just running it along my crease. Quite a bit of fallout. I definitely should have taken the necessary precautions and like set my under eyes a bit, but I love how that eye look came out. Because we ended up going a little bit darker with the eyeshadow than I thought we would, I am adding a little bit more concealer under there just to really brighten up that area. I went in with the Rare Beauty concealer that I have. Yeah, this is great. I'm just going to curl my lashes. 2 mascaras that I would really recommend you check out during the sale is the new Rare Beauty mascara. I think that tons and tons of people are going to be purchasing this and loving it during the sale. This one really impressed me, and I know has impressed a lot of people. It truly is like a universal mascara that looks amazing on everyone. And then one that I've been trying out and really loving is the Kosas The Big Clean Mascara. I'm going to go ahead and do one eye with the Kosas one and then one eye with the Rare Beauty one. The Kosas mascara is a little bit more of a drier formula, and it does a great job at coating the lashes and then like lengthening them. It really volumizes the base of the lashes, but then it doesn't make the tips of the lashes really clumpy. I don't know if it has to do with like the shape of the mascara, but yeah, that is the Kosas mascara on one side. And now I'm applying the Rare Beauty mascara to the other side. This mascara is a little bit more of a wet formula. I think that it gives a little bit more of like a natural look to the lashes. Looking at the mascaras side by side, I feel like the Kosas mascara has made my lashes look way more fluffy, which I love the appearance of, but the Rare Beauty mascara did a great job kind of like defining the lashes and lengthening them and adding volume. So yeah, here are the mascaras side by side before I brush them out. I'm just gonna comb through the Kosas mascara really quick. I don't really need to do a whole lot. I feel like I definitely want to comb through the Rare Beauty mascara though. So those are the two mascaras that I would recommend you check out. Let me know which one you guys are preferring on the eyes. I'm kind of preferring the Kosas one, but I think that both of them are really great and I like wearing them a lot. Back to the cheeks now. Another rose ink product I would really recommend is the cream blush. I think that this formula is very, very beautiful. It makes your cheeks look really healthy. The color is really nicely pigmented. I have mine in the shade Foxglove. Again, if you want to see this blush in action, I do have that video where I talk about celebrity brands and kind of review the rose ink line. Another cheek product I would recommend you look into is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flushes. I have mine in the shade Ballet Slippers. This one is a really beautiful, beautiful blush shade. A little bit goes a long way with this formula and it's just really thin. It's like a really nice thin liquid blush. And then I also have the other one in Toasted Almond, which makes for a really nice kind of bronzing shade. I almost forgot about the Danessa Myricks color fixes, specifically in the shades Celebration and Goldmine. I'm thinking about picking up a couple of other colors of the Danessa Myricks color fixes that are more of these shimmery formulas. I think that this specific formula of the color fix line is really stand out because you can wear these all over the eyelid and they do not budge and they're beautiful. Especially the Celebration shade is a perfect like one and done shade where you can kind of put it all over the lid, blend a little bit of it out into the crease, and you have your eye look that is not going to budge. The Goldmine shade is spectacular. It's a really reflective, beautiful gold shade. And then they have a couple of other shades that I have my eyes on. So hopefully I pick them up during the sale. We will see, but I really recommend these color fixes from Danessa Myricks. The blush that I'm going to use in today's video is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Joy. This blush formula is really beautiful. I really like that it's in a liquid form so you can mix it up really well. In my full face of Rare Beauty, I actually mixed this blush in with a concealer to kind of tone it down, and a lot of you guys found that tip really helpful because these blushes are super duper pigmented. Along with them being really pigmented, they are really smooth and they last on the cheeks for so long. So I just blended a little bit out on the back of my hand and I'm applying it directly to my cheeks. Hopefully this little area on my cheek that I was having an issue with can hold it together. I think that the shade Joy is so beautiful and really flattering on my skin tone. Rare Beauty does have that mini liquid blush set and I kind of have my eyes on it. I do wish that they had a little bit more of a versatility among the shades that are in it, and I kind of wish that they had like a light, medium, and deep shade of the blush. So that is the Rare Beauty blush in Joy on the cheeks. I think it's so pretty and unique. If you're looking for a lip treatment to pick up from the sale, I would really recommend the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. The Lip Sleeping Mask comes in a lot of different flavors now. I really like the vanilla one. I really like this original berry one. Another formula I really like from Laneige is their Lip Glowy Balm. I have this one in pear and then I have another one in like gummy bear or something, and it's perfect grape. I'm obsessed with it. Laneige also has a couple of gift sets on the website right now, so that is definitely worth checking out if you're kind of looking for a new lip mask. Honestly, I mainly just have lip glosses. I'm a lip gloss girl. I do like lipsticks, but there's not really a specific lipstick from Sephora that I am like, you need to go get that right now. Other than that, you can pick up lipsticks from like anywhere. So I don't know. I didn't really include lipsticks in here. I mainly have all lip glosses, but I do want to use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. I have mine in the shade Pillow Talk 2 Medium. I decided to just pull this out and use it in case one of you has had their eyes on the lip cheat and you want to see what it looks like. I have again this in Pillow Talk Medium too. So that is what the Pillow Talk lip liner looks like on me. It's a little bit more mauve-y for my liking. I definitely do like a little bit more of like a warmer pinky brown nude, as we all know. But yeah, That's what the Pillow Talk Medium 2 lip liner looks like. And I'm just gonna quickly run through these lip glosses. We all know how a lip gloss works. I really enjoy the Makeup by Mario lip glosses, the Mauve Nude, Rose Nude, and Golden Nude. I probably wear the Golden Nude way more often than these two, but this formula is really nice. They have reflective shimmers throughout it, which is really beautiful. They're very comfortable on the lips. It makes your lips look very plush and glossy. So I like these a lot. Really adore my Kaja Gloss Shots. I like this formula way better than the Tower 28 formula. The Kaja Gloss Shots are everything that I wish the Tower 28 glosses were. They are a great, true, glossy formula. They're very, very smooth on the lips. They're not too sticky, and I just really, really love them. This would be a great opportunity to pick up the In Beauty Project lip oils. They have the lip oil number 1, and then they have the lip oil in Frosé. I think that the Frosé one is really beautiful and a really unique formula. I think that the applicator of this product is amazing. I love how huge it is. It's a really cute gloss to just throw in your bag. It also feels really hydrating on the lips. I think that this formula is really great, so worth checking out. Another formula that's worth checking out is the Kosas Wet Lip Oil Gloss. I think that this formula is really great too. It comes in a lot of really cute colors. I think they have some limited edition colors going on right now as well. So definitely would recommend this one too. I like the shade Dip. For my look today, I'm just going to go in with the lip oil from In Beauty Project in Frosé. Smells like lemonade. I'm going to do a light dusting of powder. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder. I have mine in the shade Butter. This is also the mini version of the powder. I love that this comes in a little mini because you honestly get so much product in this mini version of it, and you don't have to spend like as much money on the full size one, especially if you're like me and you already have a lot of different setting powders but you like to try new ones. I think that this powder is so smooth. It kind of makes your face look flawless, and it's a really great powder to bake with as well if you're into that. Another lip option that a lot of you might not really be that interested in, but some of you might be, and it would definitely be worth it to check it out during the sale, is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette. The formula of these lipsticks is really nice, very creamy, matte, but the Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette, you can just make a million different lip combinations with it. You can really find your perfect lip shade. If you struggle with that, you can just create your own. And I just think that this would be a worthwhile product to check out, especially for the sale. I'm going to finish off my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Again, you can get Urban Decay at Ulta. I feel like a broken record when I say that. But yeah, it just depends on like how you want to go about doing your purchase. If you want to get points at Ulta, maybe wait for the 20% off sale at Ulta. If you really want to just do your big makeup purchase all at once at Sephora, definitely consider getting the all-nighter spray from Urban Decay. It's probably the best setting spray ever, and it's also a great opportunity to stock up while it's on sale. So I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my face. So this is the final look. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, even though I didn't really get to apply all of my Sephora recommendations. I'm hoping that it was at least helpful to see some of the products applied. Let me know what you guys plan on getting from the Sephora sale. I love to know what everyone's thinking about getting. This is a great opportunity to stock up on some things or pick up some things that you've had your eye on but you really haven't been wanting to pay a full price for. That is going to be it from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you guys found it helpful and that it helps you kind of navigate the Sephora sale. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I will see you next time.